You gotta pay the troll toll to get in.
We're in your living room.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Troll Hold, the show where we trash your trolls so you don't have to. I am comedian Ben Katzner, one of your hosts. Here with me is my co-host, Mike Lester. Mike, say hi.
Reach in, pull it out. That's what Troll Hole's all about, dog.
How long have you been sitting on that? Because you've never said that before.
I pitched that to you last night on our little phone call.
Sorry, I was drunk.
Where I was deliriously driving back from Duluth.
We both shared a very sad comedy phone call on the way from on the way back from our respective.
Sad but empowering.
Can I hear that story? That sounds fun.
You will hear that story. Okay. Our guest. I felt like I was trying to shut you down from talking. That's not what I'm doing. I just wanted to get to intro you.
Sorry about that.
With us today, our guest is hilarious comedian. We've known each other for a long time. I'm so glad that we get to do this. Ali Sultan, everybody. One of the best doing it.
Thank you.
So damn funny. Thank you for being here.
Pleasure. Excited.
One of my oldest buddies in comedy, Ali Sultan.
We've collectively known each other probably around almost 10 years.
I would say so. Isn't that
almost
crazy?
like 15 years.
For you two?
For you and I, 13?
Yeah, something like that.
I was like, we're going to round down.
Let's round down.
That's crazy. Me and Lester, I was just telling him, we did our first theater gig ever together.
Whoa.
In Austin, Minnesota.
Okay.
Remember that? That was
Funny
so
enough,
fun.
my last theater gig, too.
Austin, Minnesota, very different now. Joe Rogan's taken over, so it's pretty different now. No, that's... Is that really your last theater gig, though?
Pretty much.
Because we did it again as a reunion. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah.
I did 2 theater gigs with Ali and then one with Nick DiPaolo, so that's my illustrious.
Also, let's clarify, we didn't pull the audience.
No,
we just were asked to do a theater thingy.
Yeah.
And I was like an open micer. That was crazy.
Yeah.
I had like 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
What?
I had 5 minutes and I had to do like 30. You crushed, I remember that.
We took my mom's Ford Focus down there. It was a wild time.
Yeah. That's fun.
Yeah. That's really funny.
Good times.
Yeah, so you used to be doing great at comedy. And now we're both calling each other sad ride home from our little prospective 3-hour away gigs, one-nighters.
I mean, I had fun at my gig. I had a blast at my gig.
Was it like a Yoder gig or what?
No, it was, I've just been trying to be proactive and book these kind of door deal gigs and make more money. Like my only goal is to basically make more money than the flat rate I would be promised by.
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah, what was that noise?
I don't know. Was that like the carbon monoxide detector or something? But, oh, excellent.
Okay.
That's the Neil cam. By the way, producer Neil here.
Shout out to our producer Neil.
Aloha. I got my own camera.
Neil is a vampire. You never age.
Not yet.
He looks great.
He looks good, man.
Yeah.
Aw, shucks.
Yeah. But no, I did the Jade Fountain Cocktail Lounge in South Duluth, and it was fucking awesome.
That's awesome.
Check it out. Support it. Yeah.
I'm pretty jealous of that. That sounds like a good
Who
gig.
books it? And I'm not being ironic here.
This guy and he books a lot of like good door deal gigs and
Amazing.
Shout out. Yeah. Thank
Neil,
you
take
for
that
everything.
out. We don't want to shout out.
I got an interesting troll.
We got to take him out.
Also, bleep his name so we don't have to compete with everybody in town. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone starts flooding him on Instagram. Yeah. I got an interesting troll there because I'm like sitting there between shows, and like the first show was a great turnout, but like the second show had like 15 pre-sales, and this comic came in to like where I was sitting and earnestly was like, "Wow, man," he's like, "that first show, and now this second show. How'd you make it?"
How did you make it? That doesn't sound like a troll thing. It sounds like a very innocent new comedian.
You had to be there, in context.
Like it was clear he was shitting on you a little?
No, he was earnest, but it felt like so hurtful.
You're in awe. Like, I can't believe you did that because I can't even fathom being that skillful.
Meanwhile, you're texting me and you're like, I don't think I'm going to make $500.
That's funny.
I'm like, I'm looking at the pre-sales. I should have never left Dublin's Irish Brew Pub.
You're looking for jobs online as they're calling you up. You're like, I don't know. I guess I could sell paint at Menards.
That's funny.
That's really great, dude. Ali, has anyone said anything weird to you lately?
I just remember, speaking of like live trolls, the funniest one has to be Tim Harmson's.
Okay, Tim Harmson.
He does a bit about
hilarious comedian from Minneapolis.
Yeah, he says he's doing a whole show, and then at the end of the show, an older man walks up to him and goes, "I was looking at you up there, and it reminded me of stand-up comedy." Oh, that's so funny, dude.
Oh.
It reminded me of stand-up.
We need to have Tim on just to. I need to know how he felt in that moment.
He was like, "That's a good closer."
That's
I'm gonna do that. That's my jokes.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was just telling you guys before the podcast. I'm a very bad guest for this podcast because what I've learned to do is not read. I don't read comments anymore. I don't read comments
that's good.
at all.
You're not alone in that. A lot of guests we have are.
I don't like that. And what I would do sometimes is I would, like, if it's a YouTube thing, you read the top ones because they're usually positive.
Yeah.
And they have more likes.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you get to the meh or like you're gay or whatever, then you just gotta stop reading.
As soon as you get to the ones that me and Mike left you know.
Yeah.
Dude, the hidden comments, that's where the
That's
gold
where a
is.
lot of the shit is.
K69 knows you. That's crazy, man. Unbelievable. So yeah, I don't engage. But sometimes
That makes sense.
Sometimes you get like weird trolls that like start commenting on something and then just comment on a bunch of shit.
Yes.
So all of your notifications is that.
Okay.
Those people freak me out. And usually it doesn't even feel trollish. It feels like very hateful.
Yes.
And then so with that, I would just usually like block the person and then delete all the comments.
I have two questions. So first question is, I know people who do this and they try to do it in a positive way.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they follow someone on Instagram, they like to like a bunch of their stuff right away to let them know that they're there or whatever. Do you think that's weird? Because I think that's weird. That feels disingenuous and weird.
I think it's really they're just excited. You know what I mean? It also depends on the profile and the things that you like.
The nature of
the comments. If you go to a
comments.
random girl's profile and you're like every titty pic, you're just like.
You're like, what did you look like in 2017?
That's creepy. Yeah. You go before you find the high school pictures.
Yeah,
You go one day after high school graduation, you're like, this is perfect.
You're commenting on her senior photos. You're like, wow, you're really leaning on that wagon wheel, aren't you?
Stunning.
You've always been a beauty, huh?
You really fill out those cowboy boots in that meadow.
We call that the Mike Lester method.
I'm going to say I've never deleted a comment. I'll take what I can fucking get.
Okay, so then my second question is, was there a time for you, Ali, where you decided, was there like an inciting moment where like, you know what, we're done with this. I'm not commenting. I'm not looking anymore.
I think when my Colbert came out, I was really afraid of the comment section.
Sure.
I didn't lie. I was like, I don't want to fucking see this. And because it's also like not your YouTube channel, so you can't control the, like you can't delete shit or whatever.
Secret of the podcast. That's where where I go to find out. It's when you're on someone else's thing.
Yeah. And
That's
I
where you find
think
stuff.
the rule of thumb for me is like, you can't avoid negative comments.
Yeah.
But if you have at least half positives, then it was like, okay, people liked it. I just want to see what the reception was. So I read, I was like, oh, this is good. And then I learned that the bottom section is what you want to avoid.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So once I saw that, I was like, this doesn't feel, good to read.
No.
And a lot of it is just like nonsense. Like it doesn't make sense. Like some people say weird shit.
Helps the algorithm.
It does help the algorithm. Some people will engage to continue.
Yeah.
I don't think that's healthy for
Those are the only ones I engage with.
Really? I think that's not good.
I don't even want to know what Mike is doing on mine, dog. I can't even imagine just the wake of just terrible comments.
Oh, brother, I was an early adapter of the VPN. Let me just say that.
You're sneaking around like, this guy from the Cayman Islands is really on my ass.
That's hilarious. I think
he's geotagged in North Korea. How is this possible?
That's funny. I do like it when somebody says something weird and then somebody else responds for you.
Yes, of course.
That's like the
it's
best.
nice to have some defenders in there.
Yeah, that's the best. This is when I saw like 4 months ago somebody commented on I don't even remember the joke, but it's something about British people stealing a bunch of shit from over. It's like I went to the British Museum.
Yeah.
And it was just like a bunch of fucking mummies and whatever. So I made a joke about that.
Sure.
And then someone goes, this skit is both somehow anti-colonialism and, like all uppercase and, racist.
Okay.
Strange.
Oh.
Okay? But sometimes what I've realized with these type of comments, you can't tell who's a troll and who has severe autism.
That's a new
You know?
segment on the podcast.
Yeah, it's
Troll or severely autistic.
I really don't know because okay, I'll read you another one. Okay, this is Chad Daniels is one of the greatest comedians. Had a special on YouTube.
Never heard of him.
I posted on his thing, hey, Chad put a lot of money in this special out of his pocket. Let's thank him by subscribing and following his YouTube channel.
I'm
Whatever.
so excited for whatever this comment's going to be.
So I put that because it's a nice thing because he's not going to say that, right? And the thing is, like with us, we put up a bunch of free shit for people, and I'm guilty of that. With like you consume free stuff and then you don't even give back. You don't like follow, you don't like, you know, whatever. But the whole point that we're doing this is so we can have some support, sell some seats and shit like that. So I wrote that. Let me find the actual.
Ollie's got 10,000 pictures of him and his cat.
It's just cat selfies. It's just a number. We'll throw those up on the screen.
I think actually the creepier thing, not even my cat.
Ollie's like, I don't troll people's comments. I go steal their cats from them.
That's like somebody I can't say for today. So I wrote that, and then this guy goes, and just how exactly do you know this? This sounds like a fake review or comment. And the fact that he said review or comment, I was like, my autism meter is, you know what I mean? I don't think this is a hater. I think this guy was just like very logical and he's like, how do you know this? He can't fathom that we can be just friends or whatever.
That's so crazy. Your comment was, Chad has put a lot of time and hard work into this. And the guy's like, I don't buy it.
I don't buy it.
It's like AI.
He would never.
And then I told, I was trying to prep for this podcast, and I was just telling my friend Ahmed about it, and he goes, "Oh, he got you. That's a troll. That's a troll." I'm like, "No, I think this is autism." And then I click on his profile. First thing you see is what? Fucking trains, dude. Trains, man.
That's the James Stanley special right there.
I was thinking the same thing.
Joey Zuber, definitely.
Can I say, I got stuck waiting for a train to pass in my car yesterday, and do you have to be autistic to like? I don't know. I like a good. It's fun to watch. It's an amazing feat of human engineering.
It's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with liking
literally
trains,
an
though.
autistic.
Are we learning
comment
something
right
about Ben right now?
I like build. I don't know. I think that it's cool. Like I like going to big cities and seeing what we do with buildings. I like seeing the. Our
First of all,
inventions and
shout
stuff.
out to the autistic community.
Nah, you'll cut that out.
Shout out.
That's the social clip. That's the social clip.
They're cool people.
Yeah,
man.
I got no problem with anyone.
What I've learned is like what I'm trying to tell you is like sometimes you can't tell if someone is being a troll or they're just on a spectrum. Even with racism, I've learned sometimes it's not racism; it is the otherism. You know what I mean? Because like what I've learned
that's funny.
Autistic.
That we gotta let that resonate. It's not racism.
It's the otherism.
The otherism.
And it's because they love rules. Also, I've noticed about that community.
Like blacks over here, whites over here.
Yeah, like remember the barbecue lady?
No. Well, the like
famous-
Karen one?
Oh, Paula Dean?
Okay,
I don't think that was racism. I literally think she has she knows the city rules and she's like, no, you can't barbecue
That's
here
so
because it's
funny.
against the rules.
Do you do a bit about this?
I don't, but now like
You have to.
if someone is like trying, like it says like I always check before I assume racism. Now I ask them about trains.
You DM them.
Yeah.
What's your favorite make and model?
What's your yeah?
You have to do a bit about this. I'm
Okay,
not letting you out of the
thank you,
house. This
thank
is
you.
crazy.
All right, Ben. we
That's
get
so
it.
funny. I'm
Ali-
like, you try to do a funny thing.
Oh, yeah, I have been the whole fucking time. Keep up. Ali, I would like to thank you, by the way, for coming prepared with comments, too.
Yeah.
Ah, thank you,
great.
thank you.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
on
Shout out
a
Steve
day
Rogers
notice.
and
On a day
Peter
notice.
I was about
It's a
to say
tight
that
ship
wasn't
we
gonna
run
be
here.
good.
It's a tight ship.
Oh yeah.
And ships are fun to look at too.
Yeah, you know what?
It's I don't know. You ever seen a cruise ship? You ever been like New York and you see the cruise ships come through? You're like, whoa, they're really big. I never do that.
You
before
need
I
to
got
be
here.
evaluated. dude.
yeah.
We're learning a lot today.
I avoid doctors. I know what they're gonna say.
I've noticed like comedians have one of three things, right? Like we either have ADHD. What's the other one? The where you can like you see stuff in reverse.
Dyslexia.
Dyslexia or autism.
No depression in there?
I think that just usually if you have ADHD, that comes with a bit of
Okay,
anxiety
actually.
or depression and stuff like that. But like everybody's got a little something.
We're all neurodivergent here.
Oh yeah,
That actually is true.
Yeah, for sure.
yeah,
Manic depressive.
yeah. Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah. But I bet you have ADHD and other.
I don't think so,
You don't?
dude. I think I'm just manic depressive.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
We also have psychos.
yeah. yeah.
You also have some of the worst,
Psychopath.
just the worst people you've ever met in your
Yeah,
entire
yeah,
life.
yeah.
You're like, you do have ADHD, but also you're eating a raw cat right now. So I don't
Yeah.
know what to say
There's a
to you,
lot of
dude.
psychos as well. Yeah.
So just generally speaking, so you kind of pulled away from interacting on the internet.
Yeah,
You
I
tried not to
don't. It
really-
doesn't make me feel good.
Do you remember?
I don't even like good comments, to be honest with you.
Okay, well, that was my next question. I was going to ask. Also, okay.
I don't not like. It doesn't do anything for me.
Okay, 'cause I was going to ask if you remember like the nicest thing anyone's ever said to you, but
It's because what it does is just burdens me because then I feel that now I have to respond to you because you left such a thoughtful, nice comment. You know what I
Sure.
mean? And if it's like one in a while, it's fine. But like if
Yeah.
something goes viral and then you have 1,000 people saying
Yeah.
nice things, you feel like, okay, I feel guilty. I feel like an asshole for not like saying thank you,
Interesting.
thank you.
Yeah,
I did that for my like dry bar.
yeah.
And it was a lot of work. It's just like I was like at the end of it, I'm like looking at it with like no feelings.
You're like,
I'm
thank you. You know
like,
what? Fuck
thank
you.
you.
Eat
And then
shit.
You start
Get
getting
out of here.
judgmental. It's like
Yeah.
it's like that's not even that good. You know?
That can be bad for your mental health too. Just like that
Yeah.
influx of positivity. You can it's not good.
Too much of anything
It's,
at
it's bad
once.
for the ego, dude.
Why?
It's
Yeah.
bad for the ego.
And it's
but
like,
why?
yeah.
You gotta stay humble.
Stay humble. Dude.
Okay.
I also just don't get a lot of positive comments on my
But also, I do that and then I just call a family member who disrespects me. And
balance it out.
balance it out.
Like, Ali, what are you calling for? Like, oh, someone said I had
You're
a
still
great
doing
set.
the clowning thing. I'm like, yeah. I'm still-
clowning thing?
Literally, like in Yemen, like people don't have concept of stand-up comedy, so they like keep referring to me as a clown. I'm like, whatever, dude.
Wow.
The dry bar clowning
That's
special.
wild. That's
In
so
Yemen,
funny.
I'm a clown. Special.
Not like I think the new generation are getting stand-up or understand, but like the older people,
Sure.
like, they just don't get what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah, and you're like, hey, I can't be mad at you. You're just autistic.
Hey, it's all good. Exactly.
You just like trains,
Autism
bro.
and minorities are it's very hard to pinpoint. You know. I've
My mic
mastered
is,
it
like,
in white
cutting
people.
out.
I can like see it so
Sure.
easily.
Sure.
But it's just like we don't have trains over there. What do you like?
That's hilarious. Hold on, we're gonna pause real quick. Do we want to just give him this mic instead?
Yeah.
Oh, am I peeking?
No, not you.
No,
it's
no,
Mike.
my
Just grab that
cord
mic,
is just a little.
Take this guy,
Got it.
and then I don't know what you.
Go ahead.
Hello. Oh yeah, way better.
Sweet. Perfect.
Oh, because you guys have the. I was like, how do you know that? You have
The cord.
headphones.
Yeah, that's why it's good to wear the headphones, man.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to.
good to wear the
I don't- I'm
cans.
Also, most
I'm a
people on
customer.
podcasts, I've noticed, there's not a lot of headphone wearers anymore.
Well, fuck them.
Yeah, I agree.
We're the new generation, dude.
Okay, so do we want to? So you can cut the switch out, but let's talk about.
Keep that in.
We'll keep that in.
Keep that right in there.
Let's talk about some of the stuff. Should we jump into some of the things we found? What do you want to do?
I'm reading something that you pulled up, and I don't know what that means, but I'm very intrigued.
It's different for each guest, but we do have a couple of like baseline questions we like to get into, like
3 o'clock.
what is your what is like your favorite social media app if you had to pick
I
one?
do have one.
Yeah.
I don't like TikTok at all.
Yeah.
Facebook, I think, is just like too old, and it's just like
It's archaic, dude.
That's where
Yeah.
people buy. I feel like Facebook is still where people like buy tickets from. So that's why. I
That's
still use
unfortunate,
it.
right? But that's exactly it. You
Yeah.
are correct because older people have money, and they usually.
Yeah.
Instagram has always been my favorite because it's just picture based.
Same.
But then it also really depends on the algorithm that you allow in your feed, right?
Yeah.
Like sometimes you get into weird algorithms and it ruins the app for you.
Like what?
I'm very. I'll tell you why I left Facebook the first time. Okay.
Yeah.
I left Facebook the first time because I shared maybe 2 or 3 posts of missing children. Like,
You're like, Mike Lester stole these children and we need to get them back.
yeah. Within like 2 months apart, somebody shared something. I shared it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be helpful. But then the algorithm is so dumb, it thinks I'm into missing children.
Oh,
So my whole feed would be like a plethora of missing children. And it bummed me out. And then you can like, and then somebody's like, oh, you can just put not interested. But then I look like I'm taking the kids, bro. I look suspicious, bro.
He's not interested in any missing children no more.
Your whole Discover page is missing posters.
It's just missing children, bro. It was missing children and something else I didn't like. I was like, I'm out.
It's like every time you click no, they like tally it or whatever. Then eventually the cops show up like, hey, it seems like you're not that interested in all these missing kids in your area. Let's check your basement.
Why you keep hiding all these posts? Yeah.
Hiding the posts like you're hiding the kids, aren't you, you son of a bitch?
Why have you turned off notifications for Amber Alerts, Mr. Sultan?
Yeah, that's so funny. Mine was Twitter for a very long time.
I don't even do Twitter. I deleted it.
Now it's almost pointless. I don't know. When I see people go viral on X or whatever now, I'm like, you basically told me you went to Mars and found gold because I don't know how the fuck.
It's a fucking feat.
It's crazy.
I felt so good because I deleted mine like literally maybe right before Elon Musk got involved.
Sure. He is a constant threat on this. He comes up every podcast.
Every single pod.
So
hey, dude.
But, it's his world. We're just living in it. Yeah, you're right. That makes sense, though, because it's way worse. I will say, so, like, it's less curated toward me now, which sucks. But occasionally, I will say once in every, like, 65 things, I will see one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my entire life.
On Twitter?
Yeah.
On Twitter still. Like, today I saw... There was like a twerking competition.
Oh, okay.
And there's a guy laying on like a platform and this woman twerking on top of him. And then I don't know, they're like British. And they stopped the whole thing, and he just go, hold up. This man came in his pants. Like he's like, he's not British. He's like Jamaican. I don't know, whatever the fuck it was.
That's great.
But he's like, the semen's in the jeans. Like he's just yelling.
What a great hype.
And the guy is sitting there, and he's just got one finger up, and there's like a little wet spot on his pants. And everyone's like, yo. And like the caption was like, this is like my nightmare. And the way it's filmed, it literally is shot like someone's nightmare. It's
That's
like
crazy.
Everyone's like, "Oh my god!" They put it on the jumbotron, like the big screen.
Yeah, that is what's
Also,
interesting.
doesn't it mean you won?
That's what everyone's saying.
X is interesting now because like all the advertisers drop from it, so it's like even more lawless than it's ever been. There's just porn threads on there now where it's like anyone got that one video, and then it's just, not that I look at them extensively, but you know. It's just something to look at when you're on there. You know?
If you're at church, you want to look at a little something, you pop it in there.
That's funny.
Yeah, dude. So occasionally it still gets me. I got you. That's so funny. A thing just happened whatever. Before I was like, Neil, can you just tell us when it's 3 o'clock or whatever? And
wait, how much time we have left? 5 minutes. Oh, dude, I'm having so much fun. Let's do another 10. How's that?
Okay, we're so fucking bad at time.
That's all.
Yeah.
That felt like that's moved so fast.
Yeah, that's on us because we're so fun. Let's talk about some comments.
Absolutely.
Let's get into some comments.
Let's look at a comment. I'll read a comment.
So Ali, we found some stuff.
Oh, I'm excited.
And sorry we didn't run this past you first.
I did tell you that. Did I tell you 3 or 4 people said I sound like Jerry Seinfeld?
Now this is a sound like comment too, Ali.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's the deal with that?
Yeah. Wait, don't do this one yet. Let's end with this one.
Okay.
And then start with some of the other ones.
This is the only one you sent me of Ali.
Did you get any?
They're on my phone, which is over there.
Okay. Let's just talk about this one.
This is interesting. We don't have a lot of time left, and it's so wild to me. But this is from at sleazy-valdezi.
Ooh, I love that name.
Honestly, best name we've heard so far.
Does anyone else notice he sounds just like Adam Sandler?
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's just like
it's Jewish white guys, dude.
Am I Jewish?
That was pretty. I felt a little Jerry in there.
Oh my god!
What's the deal? That's great.
Anytime I want to do Jerry, Cosby comes out for some reason.
And what would that sound like?
I don't want to know.
I would like to hear that.
I would need you to have this drink first.
Yeah, that is hilarious. Like
Adam Sandler.
I don't get that one at all.
I did read that. I did.
Yeah.
I remember reading that. And I was like, okay, man.
Yeah, you see something like that, you're like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to say.
What does that even mean, dude?
It is interesting.
Do I have the same pattern in speech? I don't know, man.
Do you go like hibbity hibbity bibbity?
Between
like sentences.
Yeah. That's awesome. I'll take it.
You play basketball? No, you don't play basketball, do you?
I think people don't know what to do with like a minority that sounds white. That's really what it is.
I would like to know the statistics on the people who are saying you sound like Jerry Seinfeld and who say you sound like Adam Sandler.
Mm-hmm.
My guess is they're from the Midwest. And they don't know a lot of Jews and they don't know a lot of brown people.
Yeah, fair.
So they're
fair.
like, I don't know, he sounds ethnic, you know?
Yeah,
And that's just
exactly.
like what it is.
Or they just watch Hubie Halloween.
Sure. Sure. Very possible. That could be any comedian. They say they're like Adam Sandler. That's clear. Adam Sandler. You know.
That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, because you speak multiple languages, right?
Yeah. I grew up in Yemen, Ethiopia, and then I came here in the Midwest. So like my accent is, I think, close to midwestern.
No.
No?
But, no.
Yeah, betcha. Yeah, betcha. Yeah, betcha.
It's the whitest Yemen accent ever.
Oh, he's like, I don't know. I just sound like I'm from New Ulm.
I mean, I
Fancy New Ulm.
don't, born and bred, baby.
You're not giving yourself enough credit.
I don't know what I sound like. I really don't know. I think I went to schools here and stuff like that, so I'm assuming I picked it up from, I don't know. However I talk, it's not East Coast, right? It's not West Coast.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just like a general English.
No matter what it is, it's not Adam Sandler.
It's not Adam Sandler. It's not Jerry Seinfeld or Adam
It's not
Sandler.
Jerry Seinfeld. It's not Adam Sandler. I'm not going to say it's no Jewish men. It might be.
It might be very Jewish.
But I don't. But it's not those two specifically. I think that's insane. I don't. That would. You're just in your mind. You're just like, whatever. That's weird.
Yeah, I really don't know what's going on, to be honest with you.
I mean, is there like a big influx? Like, do you get Jerry Seinfeld a lot?
There's like more than 3 different people.
That's
like, they might be right.
Good amount.
That's a good amount.
There's 3 different people.
Yeah.
Three is enough to make me contemplate.
To be like, I might do something Jerry Seinfeld-ish.
Yeah.
Or maybe just because maybe it was like, if it's like a jokey structure that they think you sound like someone. Cause
The cadence or the rhythm. 3 is enough to make me like take a voice memo and listen to it.
Yeah.
You're in your bathroom at like 2 in the
But
morning.
I don't
like,
think so, because I remember attempting a Jerry Seinfeld impression, because I had a bit about like when Russia started war with Ukraine.
Yeah.
Their president was. They kept saying that the
Allegedly.
president was like a comedian. Allegedly. They said Ukraine's president is a comedian, and everybody was like, "Isn't that cool?" And I'm like, "Dude, if we were gone, like if we had to go to war against Russia, and the president was Jerry Seinfeld, I would be terrified."
Yeah, that's funny, dude.
And then I tried to do like an impression. I was like, "What's the deal with the rock?" Oh, I was like,
We're going to pipe in some Jerry Seinfeld.
"Notice the
Yeah.
rockets or whatever."
We gotta bomb these motherfuckers. I don't do Jerry Seinfeld.
That's pretty good.
It's tough.
We gotta bomb them.
Get him out of here!
Gotta bomb them.
Yeah, dude. Do you get because you're pretty open about where you stand, like I guess with what shit that's happening in the world.
Free Palestine, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice and simple.
How
You're geopolitical.
Hey, listen.
Yeah. Have you been getting much pushback on any of that stuff?
Again, I don't really read the comment. I
good point.
disabled comments on whatever I said about Palestine and Israel,
That's smart.
just because it's such a headache,
Yeah.
and it's not about me. You know what I mean? I'll say what I think is helpful, but then I'll just like leave it alone. It's a bigger issue than all of us, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm anti-genocide, which seems to be a very
That's controversial.
Yeah, it is
very controversial take.
It's very opposite the opinion that Mike Lester has.
Yeah.
I love that this episode I'm just getting thrown under the fucking bus.
Yeah.
No, I do like the idea that you post something as simple as like Free Palestine, and someone reads it like, dude, what the fuck is Jerry Seinfeld talking about?
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Is this the next?
I thought he's Jewish.
Is this the next Happy Madison movie? Is this a trailer?
That's so funny. Okay, yeah, I wanna. We got to come back with a comeback. For anyone who says that you sound like Adam Sandler or you sound like Jerry Seinfeld, I think we got to find a nice little clap back for them. And, ideally the goal is sometime, maybe we post it on your behalf from our official podcast page.
Everything that I just have right now could be very anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
Go for it.
It's usually never the first thing that you want.
Like the first thing that came to me is like Tippin related.
Wait, what did you say?
Tipping related.
Yeah.
Okay.
The first draft I had in my mind was like,
Okay.
yeah, I sound like them, but I tip like.
There are no wrong answers in brainstorming, but there are ones that will get us shut down. So we're going to push past
This
that
is
one.
a Patreon exclusive answer.
That's funny.
I do think you're on the. Well, you're on a track.
I like the
You're
formula.
on a track.
And we're on a track, right? And the formula of I sound like this, but I something not racist, you know?
Yeah. I was gonna say. I was.
gonna be easy.
Yeah. Ideally, yes.
Ideally, yeah.
I was gonna say something like, "You think I sound like Jerry Seinfeld?" I'm sorry. You think I date 12-year-olds? You think I sound like I date 12? Whatever.
Zinger.
Jerry, if you're watching this, you know what you did.
Yeah.
I love that clip on Twitter, by the way, where they sync it.
Opposite. Just because I date 12-year-olds.
There we go. See, this is why we do it as a
Doesn't
group.
mean.
That's so funny. That's
Does
really
not
funny.
mean.
Yes, that's the exact. Okay, mark this down. So this is the goal, right? We do
Yeah.
want to do this. As a page, we do want to respond.
Yeah.
Like, as our podcast
Absolutely.
page. I think so. That's
Pro pedophilia.
Our-
yeah.
our response will be like, hey, just because
Pro pedophilia. Absolutely.
Wait, hold on.
our podcast was on Epstein Island.
Yeah.
That's great. Was he on the list? Was Jerry on the list?
No,
course.
I don't think so. I don't know. I didn't pay. Honestly, everyone's like, there's pedophiles in Hollywood. I'm like, yeah, we've been saying this forever. Hollywood was
Yeah.
built off the basis that
100%.
they do that. But hey,
Have you seen
hire me.
Have you seen the recent movie Poor Things?
No,
I wanna see it.
Is that with Emma Stone?
Yeah, it's a really clever way to get away with pedophilia, because the premise of the movie is
Got her an Emmy.
a mom or a pregnant woman commits suicide,
Hilarious.
and this mad scientist / doctor takes the brain, or basically the brain of the baby, and puts it into the mom's head.
What?
Reanimates the person. So this person now is really a baby in the inside, but then has her mom's body, and then it's just her being
No.
a hooker the whole
I
show.
hate this.
All I've heard about this
I hate
movie,
this.
I've heard none of that, and it's all about Emma Stone's bush. That's all it's
Oh God, Jesus Christ!
Isn't that like such a fucking weird concept? It's
That's
like,
a great
it's like, oh, how do we get away with a baby being a hooker the whole movie?
That's what they should have called it, baby hooker.
Baby,
Baby hooker.
you got your baby brain in my body. No,
Yeah,
you got
yeah.
your body in my brain, my baby brain. Whatever. We're just gonna be a hooker now.
That's
That's an Adam
tough to watch.
Sandler movie if I
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah. That's so funny. Okay, I had no idea that's what that movie's about. And doesn't
It
make
was
me
made
wanna
really
see it.
beautiful though. It was,
Oh, beautiful.
it was really weird, but it was
cinematography.
like really cool.
How's that not like a fucking? That
It was
should be
weird.
like that should be like a comedy, right?
Uh-huh.
That does feel like a Happy Madison.
It had
Yeah.
really funny parts.
Okay.
It had like really dark.
I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at like it's just like so hard to get something like original made, and then that happens, and you're like, I guess I have to see it. I haven't seen it yet,
Yeah,
but it
yeah,
seems like this is insane, and it's like. But if I wanted to do like a movie about like us or something, I'd be like, well, that's stupid. You guys don't even swap brains in that. I don't know.
They
That
put
bothers
my
me.
brain in your body.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. You get so much sex.
Dude, I'd say so much crazy shit. I'd say I would get rid of the VPN and just go raw dog.
Oh wow.
Comments.
Okay. Okay. So our clap back to the comment that you sound like Jerry Seinfeld is what did we say? I want to remember this when we put it on the thing.
I know I date 12-year-olds.
No. It's we go.
Just 'cause.
Just because he dates teenagers, you think he sounds like Jerry Seinfeld? That's gonna be our response.
That's
to it.
pretty funny.
That's pretty good. I like that as a good. That's a really good
That's solid.
team win
team
for
effort,
that. I don't know. I feel like that's the gist of the pod. But like, is there anything we missed, Mike, that we should be talking about here?
I mean, what?
I can find. Maybe I have some.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
my phone.
maybe-
I
you
saw
have one?
one with a weird response. What was that about? The one with like something about
It might have been.
Oh, that was Peter Wong.
yeah, what was? Oh, that's a different guy.
What made you quit Twitter?
It wasn't even like anything political. I was just not getting any traction. I would post the same joke on Facebook or like whatever.
Yeah,
right?
the clip, right?
And then
Yeah.
not even a clip, just like I'll tweet something and then I'll copy that and then put it on Facebook. I'll get like 200 likes on Facebook and then nothing on Twitter. I just
Yeah,
never was because I didn't post enough.
Yeah.
I never was like, it just depressed me. I was like, what are we doing here?
Exactly.
Because like when people like are engaging with what you say, then it feels like you're saying something. But then when it's just, you know, you to you with no engagement,
It's unhinged. It
you
feels-
are a crazy person.
when you
Yeah.
look back and it's just all of your bits and nobody
Yeah.
responding, or you're the only person.
Yeah,
liking
you're the
post.
guy in the New York subway yelling shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's insane.
The worst is like retweeting your own thing too.
Sure.
You're like,
That's
This was actually a banger. This one, February 16th of 2014, actually pretty good.
Yeah,
and everyone's
yeah.
like, I think you should be in jail. I do have this isn't as good as what we came up with already. I just had a question about one.
Oh,
I
go
sent
ahead.
this. I think this is on your Don't Tell, maybe.
Sure.
And Ali has a great Don't Tell set. You should check it out.
Oh,
It's
thank
very funny. Crushes. There's a comment here, and it says, he didn't like Boys to Men because their message of young boys growing up was against his beliefs.
I don't know what the fuck that
Do you have a joke? Do you even have a joke about Boys to Men?
I don't. I love Boys and Men.
Yeah.
You know what I
I feel
mean?
like this person just said
Yeah.
a thing.
I don't know what that means.
I think it's racist.
That's projecting, dude. This is what we call projecting.
What is he trying to say?
I
I had a pro gay joke in that set, so I'm assuming it's something homophobic.
maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just couldn't. I wanted to bring it up to you and be like, "What is this a thing? Do you go hard against Boys to Men or something?"
No, not yet. No,
You're not. You don't have anti Boys to Men comedy.
No,
Yeah.
love their shit, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get them on the pod sometime.
Get him on the post.
I think you can now. I think you can. I see him in like weird commercials and stuff.
That's hilarious.
They're doing like Grand Casino
I
gigs.
bet you for $300 you can get a beer.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
That's a little much.
That's
Okay.
a lot.
That's a little
Yeah.
much. I'm gonna
It's our
offer
whole-
like half
it's
to
our whole
zoom in.
budget.
Yeah, yeah.
Ali, do you have anything that you want to plug? Anything you want to let people know about where you're coming up? What you're doing?
I get my stuff on my website, Ali Sultan Comedy. If you want to follow me on social media, I'm there. If you want to come to a live show, you'll find something there.
Sick.
Yeah, that's it. And I'm gonna have a special soon, so keep an eye on it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
That's
which
great.
you shot at Sisyphus.
Yes, I did. Yes.
Great venue.
That's a very,
Great place.
Very
The best
great
comedy.
venue.
The
That's
best.
going to be a great special. Look out for that. Mike, let the people know.
At Just Mike Lester on all social media. Ben and I are going to be touring together this spring.
Hey.
Go check us out on the road. We'd love to meet you. If you have any of your own trolling comments that you've gotten, send it to
Yes.
trollholepod@gmail.com.
Or hit us up on IG, or we have a YouTube page
Yep,
too.
at trollholepod. Ben.
Hey, I love you guys, and don't say anything mean to me. I can't handle it. I don't have the wherewithal. I was just in bumfuck, Wisconsin, and I don't think I'll ever recover. You can follow me at Shaq Katzner on everything. Definitely come check out a live show. I'll be starting.
More like Shat Kastner. I'm trying to be a troll.
Neil, leave that in. Neil, leave that in and edit out all the laughs. This motherfucker. I'll be starting a weekly show at Zora Darling in Northeast Minneapolis. Come check it out. It starts in February.
Sweet.
I don't know. Just keep up with me. Talk to me. I'm trying to meet people. I'm back in Minnesota, Doug. I'm trying to figure it out.
Awesome.
Let's. And if you're gonna be in New Jersey or Philadelphia, depending on when this comes, this won't.
Also,
Doesn't matter.
Evergreen, check out Ben's awesome graphic novel,
Thank
Hello,
you.
My Name is Poop.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Nobody's had any problems with that. Nobody's ever got mad at that book. No adults have read it and I don't know. It feels like it's for kids because it is. You stupid bitch. You
Look
stupid
at
idiot.
the cover.
54-year-old
Oh, I
woman.
see it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
This 54-year-old woman. My Goodreads score is just trash right now because it's 3.8, which means you should kill yourself, I think.
Oh, wow.
It was like 4.5, but it's a bunch of adults being like, I don't know. It's a little juvenile. It's like, yeah, it's for 12-year-olds.
Wow.
He's been trolled.
Neil, any plugs, Neil?
I'm a part of a band called Seven Swords. Seven Swords on all social medias. That's about it for me.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
Love you all.
Love you so much. Thank you for checking out
This
the
is a
show.
great podcast. Thanks for having me.
Happy
Thank you
trolling.
for coming, Ollie. We really appreciate it, man.
We appreciate you, buddy.
Goodbye.
Reach in, pull it out.
You gotta pay the troll toll to get in.